Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Makeup Deck. This is a new series where I'm coming to you once a month, showing you some new makeup products that I bought, and then showing you guys a tutorial. Why do I always say that? A tutorial of me using those products, and this is the tutorial you're going to get today. And it's just basically like a first impression review type thing, but it's going to force me to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to makeup. I'm that type of person that if I find a concealer or foundation that I like, I use it all up and then just keep buying that same one. And while that's good to have like a staple foundation or a staple concealer, I like to try new products, and I don't know why I just never like had an array of foundations or concealers or whatever that I use. I always just stick to that one thing. So I'm trying to break myself out of that routine and, you know, open myself up to some variety when it comes to my makeup. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this series, and plus it's going to force me to make more, you know, makeup tutorials and just, I don't know, experiment with makeup on camera. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series. I'm really excited about it. I love this makeup look that I got for you guys. And yeah, let me know if you like it. And stay tuned for the look. Ow! I just hurt myself. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. My face is completely bare. I just washed it and moisturized it. And I'm going to use a primer. I'm using the Flawless and Poreless Primer by Pixi. And I just actually bought this yesterday. I haven't used a primer in ages. I only usually use a primer in the summer when my skin is like really oily, and I use usually just the Milk of Magnesia. So I'm going to use this because I think I need a primer. I think I need to start using a primer with my makeup, because although it's not hot outside, my makeup tends to look a little oily at the end of the day if I'm wearing it for a full day. So yeah, we're gonna see how that is, and if you use this before, let me know how you feel about it. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and my eyebrows take the longest time to do, so I'm only going to do one on camera. But I'm using the Anastasia DipBrow pomade in the color Ebony. And I've been using this for about 6 months now, I think. Before, I was actually using the MAC pencil and spiked, and I loved it. So it was kind of like a learning curve for me to actually start using this. But now I like it, but before, like, oh my god, it was really hard for me to start using this. So I just make like a line at the bottom, and then I just fill it in. Try to make a line at the top, and then I just fill it in, and that's really about it. This actually lasts pretty long by itself. I did end up getting the gel, this right here, the Anastasia clear brow gel, but I don't even use it because I just find that this doesn't even rub off. It stays put pretty much. So I don't use this, but I do use a concealer underneath just so my brows looked all, you know, snatched. I'm going to put concealer underneath and on top, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now the brows are done, and I'm going to go into concealer, and I'm going to use NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I've been using this now for about 2 years, I believe. I mentioned in my last makeup haul that I just bought some more because I absolutely love this. And to blend it in, I'm going to be using this brush from It Cosmetics by Ulta, and it's the Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush number 101. And I only used this once before when I filmed this video the first time, and I actually really did like it. So I always spray my brushes with water before I apply any product to my skin, or use it to apply any product to my skin, or blend it into my skin rather. And I'm just going to use this all around. And I only use the concealer in the areas where I have blemishes at. And that's usually just my cheeks, a little bit on my chin, and that's about it. I don't have to use it on my forehead or anything like that. And this brush is super soft. I love it. I want to use more brushes from the It Cosmetics or It Brushes collection by Ulta. I really want to get the Luxe kit. I think it's like $99 for 5 brushes, and it's all black. They are so freaking soft, but I'm going to just hold out on that because I really don't need brushes at this time. So the next thing I'm going to use is a highlighting concealer, and I use the one by Tarte in Deep. I just put it on the back of my hand, not a lot, and then do this to warm it up a little bit, and then I just apply it to the under eye area like so. And it may look like I'm going like really hard into my skin, but I'm really being very gentle because this is the under eye area and you don't want to be too harsh with that area. And I always make really weird faces when I'm doing it. I'm like I'm also going to put some down the bridge of my nose because I am definitely going to contour because I love to highlight and contour. It's one of my favorite things to do. Slims up the face and it really makes my cheekbones pop, which a lot of you guys seem to like. So thank you. So now that that's applied, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. powder brush and just blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to use my Nye Banana Powder that I'm almost out of. I've been using this for about maybe a year and a half, somewhere around that time. And I'm going to go in with this Eco Tools brush. I think this is a foundation brush. I'm not sure exactly. I was using a Real Techniques brush to apply the Nye Banana Powder, but I don't know where it went. Every time I go out of town, I lose a brush. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. So I'm using this as a replacement brush to apply this powder. It sets the powder and it also adds a little bit more highlight just to really make that highlight pop. Alright, so while that's setting, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color 0, and this is just black. And I'm just going to line my waterline. And this is my favorite eyeliner, like a kohl eye pencil liner type deal. It's so amazing. It really does glide on. It doesn't drag, and it's just super jet black, which is what I love. So now that this is set, it doesn't have to set that long, just for maybe a minute. I just go ahead and brush all of that excess powder off, so it still stands out, but it's just not too harsh. Now I'm going to go ahead and do an eye look. Lately I haven't been doing that many eye looks. I just go in with a liner and maybe just like a little bit of brown shadow and I call it a day. But I got this LORAC Pro Palette here, so I'm going to put it to use. And with the palette, they actually gave me a primer, an eye primer. Where did I put it? Oh, here it goes. It's the LORAC Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. Yeah, this is my first time using this. So we're going to see how this works. And I'm going to start with a mix of mauve and stable. And these colors are so freaking pigmented. I know why people like them so much. Like, as soon as I touched them, like, touch the brush, it just comes right off. Like, it's just, oh my god, this is just amazing. I think I'm going to be a LORAC fan for many years to come, because this palette I think cost about 50 bucks, but it's just so worth it because these colors are so crazy pigmented. I love it. I'm not going to go in with the color to put on my lid, and I'm going to go in with Slate. Do you see how pigmented that is? Do you? Oh my god, I freaking love it. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and smoke it out. I haven't even been naming my brushes. This that I'm going to smoke it out with is a pencil brush by Sedona Lace. This is the 904 brush. And I'm going to use the black, and I'm just going to apply it on the outer corners of my eye. and I just apply it first with this brush, and then I'm going to go in with a pointed blending brush, also by Sedona Lace, and this is the EB15 brush. I'm going to dot just a little bit of black on the tip of the brush, and then I'm just going to blend it on out. And this is just for a little smoke, not too much. So the eyes are not finished just yet because I do have to go back and put eyeliner on, but I do that towards the end. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on, and I'm using the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. I freaking love this foundation. When I first started to use it, I thought it was a little too heavy because I'm used to like medium to full coverage foundation, but this is like super duper full coverage. But I absolutely love it now that I've used it. I don't like the pump because one pump is a little bit too much foundation for me. I wish that they had a pump that was a little bit more control over how you pump it, because it's like if you tap it a little bit, the same amount comes out if you push it all the way down, which I don't really like. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used my concealer with, and I just dop that into the foundation, and I go around my face because I don't want to blend out any of that highlight that I already put on my face. Boom. I'm gonna now go ahead and do my favorite part of this process, which is the contouring part. I love to contour my face. I don't know why, it just feels like the face comes together once that contour is on. And I'm using the Ben Nye Mojave Matte Foundation. It looks like this. Using this brush, I don't even know what this brush is called. I got it in like a travel set, but I always do the fish face. And just apply it. You don't need a lot, but child, I love a lot of foundation, of contour. So mine is pretty thick because I just really love just a boom, just a harsh line. But you don't have to put on as much, but I do. And I also put some, just a little bit up here as well. My forehead is not big, but I just like the whole face to be chiseled. And I'm going to also put some on my nose because I like to contour my nose. I don't have a big nose, but I just like the whole face to be chiseled. And I always bring that into the eye socket so it's just all connected to something. It's not starting and stopping. Contour. So I'm going to blend it out, of course. Don't want to look like this, looking too crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. I always want to say Deep Dark. I just think that sounds better, but it's Dark Deep. And I'm going to use the Sedona Lace brush in 376. It's a huge powder brush that is perfect for my big old fat face. And I always just dab it in here a few times and then just take this all over, and this really helps blend out any harshness on the face. If it's too much highlighter or whatever, it just helps blend it all out and sets that foundation as well. And on the cheeks, I'm going to use my favorite blush, which is NARS Taos. I just love this blush so much. And it always looks like it's more on camera than it really is. You'll see on the final pictures that it looks good. I'm going to use the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish and Global Glow as my highlighter. And I just got this like maybe a week or two ago, and I freaking love it. Before I was using this, I was using the NARS Albatross highlighter, and I like that, but it was a little bit too golden for me. But this is just, it provides just the slightest touch of highlight. It's just a nice goldeny color that's just perfect for my skin tone. That lady knew what she was talking about, boy. Some people who work at counters, they just don't know what they're talking about. But she knew what she was talking about, because she's like, this is going to be gorgeous on your skin tone. This is just the right shade. And I was just like, okay. But she was right. and I thank her for it. And I also put some where I put the highlighter at on the bridge of my nose, just like that, and just a little bit on the top as well. Shining. So moving on to my eyes, I'm going to finish them up with liner and mascara, and I'm using something new that I just got. This is the Tattoo Liner in Trooper by Kat Von D. Yeah, the first time I used it, when I first filmed this, I didn't like it, so I'm going to see if I like it today. I don't know, it just doesn't seem dark enough. I just thought it would be really black, but it's not. It is really good at being really precise, I will say that. Alright, so this is what the eyeliner looks like. I don't really like it, but I'm just going to try to give it a chance to like it and see how I feel about it. I mean, you can always take stuff back to Sephora, so if I don't like it, I'm just going to exchange it for something else. Anywho, I'm going to go out and do mascara now, and I'm using the Origins GinZing Brightening Mascara, and I love this mascara to death. Maybe I'll use Flossies today. Yeah, I guess I will. That's that. And I'm going to just put on my Flossies and come right back and do my lips. Alright, so I went ahead and put on my lashes, and this one is still drying, so it's a little, you see a little bit of white stuff. That's the glue, but it's going to dry clear, so it's all good. But I'm going to put a little bit more of that Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in Zero underneath my eyelids, just to make them a little, you know, blacker, you know, darken that up a little bit. You know what? I'm going to add a little something in the tear duct area, and I'm going to use Nude for that extra little pop. Boom. And that's it. That's my face. Okay, so here's the completed look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I love it. Hopefully you guys love it too. And let me know what you would like to see next. What line, what product line, what new item that's coming out. I know that the Urban Decay Naked Palette on the Go just came out. And I know a beautiful NARS palette just came out. I think it has blushes in it, as well as some eyeshadows. And a bronzer that's not really for me. That ain't gonna work for me. But I know that just came out as well, and I really want to try some more NARS products, as well as Laura Mercier. But let me know what you guys want to see. You know, obviously I want to take what you want to see in account, since you'll be watching the video, hopefully. Alright, so yeah, let me know what you would like to see. Let me know if you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.